Why does your back hurt
So
so much?
Jeanette's going to be making all these noises in the background.
Oh my god, my back. Ow.
Is that the massage ball thing?
It's just a tennis ball.
It's like a spot. It's like a
Why does your back hurt so much?
My back always hurts.
So you can look at me. Take off your glasses if you wouldn't mind, all right?
Okay.
Great. I actually want to show you some pictures I did today. They're quite interesting. So you moved to New York City from
San Diego.
San Diego? Oh, right. You told me this last night, but we're gonna.
Did I?
Well, yeah, you told me a little bit about. You moved, but you're from Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
Where in Wisconsin?
I grew up in a town called Milwaukee.
Oh, yeah. My uncle is a radio or was a radio DJ in Green Bay.
Oh. Yeah, I was Southwest Arena.
Oh, yeah. His name was Peter Devlin.
What kind of radio station?
Popular.
Alright.
I mean, it wasn't. I don't know. I've never.
We were just in Green Bay.
What's that?
We were just in Green Bay.
Yeah. For fun.
I was. My husband had to go to Sturgeon Bay for work.
Sturgeon Bay. What's
It's in
that?
Door County.
Oh, Door County. Isn't that really beautiful though? Door County. No, I've heard good things about
Yeah.
Door County.
Yeah.
It's sort of like the place where people go.
So I took Mackay to Lambeau Field, and
Isn't that where the Packers
where the
play?
Packers play.
Why is it called
We love the Packers.
Because that's Curly Lambeau was like their old coach, like we a long time
Back
ago.
in the day when the Packers first won the first Super Bowl.
And I took
It was
him.
Lombardi, I thought. Was the
Lombardi was the coach. Curly Lambeau, he was the owner.
Oh, okay, there you go. They like that.
But we also went to training camp where they were
Wow.
practicing.
Wait, how did you? Anyone can go there?
Yeah. And my cousins live in. Look at this picture of Dallas' sister just sent us.
They call Green Bay Packer fans cheeseheads. Is that
Yeah, that's them. They wear cheese things on their head, like wedges of
Do you want
cheese
to
on their
see a
head.
1-year-old's butt crack? That's what I just got a text of.
Oh, the cutie.
I love that. I like that you're getting baby butt crack pictures.
Maybe he just turned 2. I think he just turned 2 actually.
So did Mackay enjoy the?
Packers camp.
Yeah, then I took, well, he didn't really enjoy it that much, but my cousin's husband and 2 daughters joined us. He enjoyed that.
Okay.
He
Is
enjoyed
he
eating
sporty?
lunch afterwards.
Oh, so he's not. I mean, my son's not very sporty at all.
He's in sports, but
Oh.
he likes the social aspect more than he really cares
About
wins.
the game. I gotcha.
That's a good thing. I would think.
That's a non-competitive. You should go to Quaker school. We have non-competitive sports.
And then I took him to the Packers Pro Shop and bought him whatever I said he could pick something, and he picked a stuffy,
A stuffy?
like a stuffy.
Yeah.
animal.
What of what?
A dragon.
Oh, nice.
What?
A dragon.
Oh, I think you said a dragon. I was
And it
thinking,
has
what is
like a
this stuff?
Packers logo on the dragon.
Did he bring it back to his doggy?
Yeah. She's been running around with it.
Wait, are dragons associated with the Green Bay Packers?
No.
No, but they sell.
They sell
the
whatever
kids are gonna
shit
wanna
they
buy.
can sell with a
Oh,
logo
I
on
see,
it.
I see.
Lightning McQueen.
And
Co-licensing.
yeah. Oh, and we went on a tour. Did I say that?
No.
Tour of what?
Lambeau Field.
Oh yeah, you told that.
Wait,
Oh.
how do you, like, locker rooms, behind the scenes?
Oh,
You
yeah.
go in the locker rooms, but because all the players are there practicing and their personal things are in the locker room.
Right. Yeah.
But we got to go in a box, like where the rich
Where the rich
watch
people
the
go?
game. And we got to, walk through some of the hallways of the meeting rooms, and they have weddings and all kinds of stuff there.
They have weddings?
Yeah.
Of course. Where else would you want to get married but
Like
Lambeau
a meeting
Field?
conference center.
Wait, people get married at a football stadium?
In
Yeah.
Packerland.
And we went onto the field. We got to walk through the tunnel where the
Uh-huh.
players come
Yeah.
out.
Uh-huh.
We got to see like the thing they hit
Oh,
on the way
cool.
out and all that.
So who enjoyed that the most? The adults? Dallas?
Dallas
there?
was at work.
Sturgeon Bay.
Yes.
Oh.
So,
Were there sturgeon though?
I guess.
At some point there were. Maybe no more.
But Dallas did come with us when my cousin and I took Makai and her daughters, Charlotte. Tessa wasn't with us. Charlotte and Margot. We went to an amusement park.
That's cousin,
Kelly.
Oh, the one that you were close to, right? Yeah.
Her oldest daughter's 16 now.
Damn.
Oh, and then Makai stayed over one night at their house instead of the hotel. Yeah, he loved it. We took him swimming and bought him treats.
Nice.
What was that place that we used on Sunday with like the shell? The shell. Was it this old timey ice cream shop? And it had like a.
Oh, in
Walked in.
Chicago?
Yeah, Chicago.
Margie's.
Margie's.
So how'd you get from Wisconsin to San Diego?
I went on a vacation with my cousin.
Mm-hmm.
I went home and packed my stuff.
Really? Did you have a job or what?
Oh, I got a job.
You got a
Not
job.
that stuff.
Wait, I didn't know that's what happened.
Yeah.
It was just beautiful or what? Not cold? What was the thing? What was the selling point?
There's an ocean.
Yeah, a big one.
Our trip was, we're gonna fly into Las Vegas on whatever day, and like 12 days later, we're gonna fly out of Las Vegas. No, not Las Vegas, Phoenix. So we went camping at the Grand Canyon,
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
and
Wow.
then,
Camped in the Grand Canyon?
Did you have like an outfitting company help you out or just do it?
no,
You
my
don't-
cousin got a tent from her college.
Wow.
You guys prepared for, like, you had everything you needed?
We had a tent and a cooler.
Wow.
And the tent wasn't even held up very good because it was dark.
Oh, when you were setting it up?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It was like drooped. And
Was
these
it
crows
cold?
were like right outside of it in the morning. It was the
cold?
smallest tent. Like it was us laying there and like that was it.
But was it cold at night?
It was cold because I have a Mexican blanket that I bought that I still have to this day.
And you were wearing that and you were still cold.
I can't remember, but I know we had to buy a blanket.
I gotcha.
And then we went to Las Vegas, and then decided we wanted to see the ocean. So, and there was no MapQuest or Google Maps. or
Right.
anything,
Mm-hmm.
So we
Just drove west.
looked on the map and drove west.
Uh-huh.
And then we ended up in Pacific Beach, San Diego, and I moved to Pacific Beach.
Really? I mean, what was the thought? What was the feeling? Or what was it that made you go, oh, this is where I want to spend the next chapter of my life?
I wanted to leave Wisconsin.
Well, I understand that. It's cold up there.
Yeah. And I moved to another country.
I grew up in Pittsburgh, as you know, and it's cold there too.
Yeah.
Cold and gray
Yeah.
all winter. It's very sad.
You say
Pittsburgh.
I was only there for like 2 years.
So wait, did you have a job before you left for San Diego, or did you get one when you got there?
I had a job at a place in Wisconsin, and everybody was afraid about the Y2K bug.
Right. Yeah. I remember those days.
That's right.
So I went to a New Year's party with my coworkers, and like half the guys there we were in digital, so like half those guys were on call in case our stuff exploded.
What were you doing at that job?
Front end development.
Oh, did you get into that?
I was doing desktop publishing, and then they were like, "Well, can't you just do this for our website?" I was like, "Okay."
What is desktop?
Like InDesign or what? Quark used to be Quark.
Quark Express.
What? Dude, I haven't heard that word.
In a long time.
Yeah, wow.
And then I collected my Y2K bonus, and then I quit.
Oh, right on.
There was a Y2K bonus?
So they come on and everybody to stay through Y2K.
In case there was a big meltdown.
Yeah.
What kind of
So what was
company
the company? Yeah.
It was called AAL, Aid Association for Lutherans. They're an insurance and a finance company.
Aid
I work-
Association for Lutherans.
Yeah. But I
That's
worked
racist.
for the finance part, and there was it was a small offshoot of the insurance. And because so many people were touching so many different parts of the company, they made everybody get their
Oh, the license.
securities licenses. So I had passed my 6 and 63, or I could have got my 7 and my whatever. I got the 6 and 63.
Securities? Really?
So I actually could have. I was licensed to sell mutual funds and variable annuities.
Originally, I never knew that. What?
Don't tell people because then they think I want to work in finance.
That's so interesting. Was that a lot of work?
Yeah, there was a lot of snacks involved.
Snacks are important.
Because they tell you
Studying.
you have to pass. They'll pay for like 2 tries or something, and you have to pass within 6 months.
And if you don't,
Then you're fired.
ooh.
Goodness.
So where's the snacks come in?
Well, because I had to stay and stuff.
Right.
You might have been in
Ooh.
So then
So it wasn't
you all
free
study.
snacks. You
No,
paid-
it wasn't
paid
free
snacks.
snacks.
Not
Free
like-
snacks didn't exist at work.
Like Google.
Well, I did work at Google.
Oh, you
but
did?
Not at that time.
Not that time. My brother works for Google.
Where? Here?
He was here, and then I don't know, he's Seattle maybe? I don't know. He
Are they
flies
still
all
at
over the
Chelsea
place.
Market?
They bought a whole building there.
Did you ever go visit him?
I did. We had a dinner. Yeah, at the kitchen. Yeah. Actually, as soon as he got the job, I was like, "Hey, can I come for a meal?" So yes, I experienced the Google.
Amazing.
But I.
Julie did their food service.
Oh, really?
She was the one that.
Do you know what used to
Planning
happen
it.
is people would, Food Network was at Chelsea Market, right?
Yes.
And so they would get famous chefs into the Chelsea Market, and then they would come over to Google and like host a lunch.
That was pulled by
Yeah.
Julie.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. So like,
What did she work restaurant associates?
yes.
Oh, Restaurant Associates. They're huge.
Imagine if,
Executive chef she was.
what's his
No, she
name?
wasn't.
She wasn't, or, no, but a portion of them is called executive chefs, right? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
She's not an executive chef, but there was a section of the,
She was
Restaurants
like a management.
associate.
She was like
she's now in charge of their innovation group.
she still works for restaurants.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, she developed this role
I'm looking at you.
and, she comes up with all their new, like, innovative, like, pairings and who they're gonna, work with what different chefs and things like that.
But imagine if like
She loves
Matsumuro, what's his name, Morimoto, Chef Morimoto. What if he was in your work
That's amazing.
cafeteria making hand rolls? And
Who's
Yeah.
he?
It's pretty.
He's from Iron Chef.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
I went to an Iron Chef teaching course.
Oh, you did?
I think one of our clients was there. Someone was like, oh, footage.
All the angles. And,
Yeah, and then I remember we were like it was still interesting and exciting, but like, you know, just realize how much work goes into it after taking.
Did you do mine while you're at it?
She already gave us all massages.
I told you I like to read.
Okay, well, there you go.
James says no.
I don't say no, I just haven't had the chance to take it up, you up on it yet.
He only likes sensual.
What?
I was sensual.
Those have things, that's to be said, there's something to be said for those sort of massages.
Sensual massage.
Yeah.
I remember, like, I think there was that guy that I was with that summer in New York, and like he like experimented with.
What guy you were with that summer in New York? What are you talking
Remember I
about?
told you I was an intern?
Oh, yeah, the one that she
Yeah.
worked at the Express.
Yes, right when I worked at the Express. Like I remember like experimenting with shit like and you know what?
Experimenting with whipped cream.
Well-
How do you really experiment with whipped cream?
It's messy.
Yeah.
It was so gross, and I was
Yeah.
like, I was like, this is.
I guess
It
what I mean is
photographs well, though, right?
experiment. Like you just play with whipped cream. You just use them.
I don't even remember. Like I put them on my breast. I don't even remember. But afterwards, I was like, these sheets
And
stink.
you're like sticky and you have to take a shower.
Yeah, so I was like, I don't think that.
The next morning, the sour smell.
Yeah,
Not
so
good.
gross. I was like, no. And like that's the thing with the oil, massage oils. It's just like then your sheets are oily. And you're like, that's gross. I'm too old. I feel like I need to lay down some turn.
Rubber sheets.
which is really romantically and crinkly.
It brings you back to when you're like a kid,
I know.
like when you were
Bedwetting.
at the bedwetting.
Oh yeah, you could get that.
Oh my god.
You probably have that already.
Yeah, I think I probably have some. I think I donated them, but I think I stole some pads from like, you know, those pads that they put on the hospital bed.
Oh yeah, I have tons of them. They're doggy.
Oh yeah, we
pads.
have those. We never used them.
Tittle
We went
pads.
to pack.
Shit. My pencil ran out. I have to recharge it. We're gonna continue. I'm gonna stop this for now.